Okay, yeah, I've been producing artwork under the name of Crooknose for nearly 20 years. Have done videos for nightclubs, as well as short pieces of animation and videos for bands. Um, a lot of them you can find on YouTube and other sort of video social media type websites. At the moment, I'm not really doing much video work, just because basically of sort of time constraints of working here. So at the moment, I'm sort of producing artwork, sort of paintings, portraits, drawings, and sort of selling them online. So that's really what Crooknose is up to at the minute. I'm doing a sort of collaborative project in the summer with a band from Stafford this summer. They're called Flesh Eating Foundation, and they're like an electric zombie punk band. Basically, I'm going to be doing a sort of like a piece of animation with them over the summer. We've worked in the past, and I've been on stage with them a couple of times. We've sort of supported quite sort of biggish bands like Atari Teenage Riot and Angel Spit. And yeah, I don't tend to use Crooknose to sort of make money, but I sort of do it really because I get a lot of fun experience out of it. Things that make me laugh, basically. When I started my degree, and when I finished my degree, and started sort of producing work under the name of Crooknose, it was very, very serious, and video titles had sort of numbers, and it was quite a sort of a serious type of art practice. But I've sort of used humour more and more, and I get a lot out of it. So I sort of put it in my artwork. Sometimes a phrase or a conversation that I find humorous, I'll sort of produce a piece of artwork based on it. Favourite piece of art? I did a video art piece called Zombie Dog about 3 or 4 years ago, and that was quite a extensive piece of animation I did, and I wanted to really see how long I could do it before getting bored. So I managed to it took me about 3 months to make, and it's my favourite at the minute because it just won an award at a local film festival. So it's got quite a bit of well, not massive following, but there's quite a few sort of fans of Zombie Dog. I'm sort of enjoying carrying on as I'm going, really. I'm still enjoying sort of selling work online. I would like to possibly do a bit more video artwork, just because I sort of find it quite interesting, quite exciting. It's a couple of bands that I've discovered recently. I wouldn't mind sort of doing some collaborative work with. That's really what I want to sort of like do in the sort of future, but that'd be sort of like a long-term thing. Maybe some of my degree work, some of the sculptures. I think when I've seen photographs of them recently, I possibly would have gone back and maybe sort of try some different materials. I was really, when I left, I was a student at this art college, and I did a HND in architectural metalwork, so I was basically a blacksmith student. And I left here and did a degree in Coventry on a fine art, and really because I had sort of like 4 years of just using metals. I wanted to try loads of different things out, and this is how I sort of got into video as well. So I'd possibly go back and maybe, because I was sort of using recycled materials and things like that, I'd probably, I don't know, maybe, sort of redo some of the sculptures I made on my degree. I was showing some video work in a nightclub in London, and it was run by a group of Australians, and they were called, this is in the early 90s, they were called Yellow Hat Productions, and we were really excited. My girlfriend slash wife now, and my brother, and a few of my friends went to see this venue to see my work being shown. And above the nightclub, there was a murder the night before, and they just discovered this body, and they were thinking of closing the nightclub down because it was like a crime scene. And I was all like, I had a hissy fit and was getting all sort of prima donna and stuff like that, and said, "We've come all the way from the Midlands to see my film, and someone's got murdered, and yeah." But they kept the nightclub open. They were able to sort of do their investigation around the side. I think stressful wise, art wise, it's when I've had to sort of collaborate with bands as well. I mean, it's great, but certain bands, I do it on a free basis. I see it as a way of promoting myself and promoting the band, and that's great. And there's like an understanding that I have like artistic license on the work, but it's when they start to sort of say what they want in a video, then I get a little bit stressy with that. Fish cakes inspire me as a food. I've used it a couple of times in my artwork. There was when I living in Coventry, I sort of dabbled a little bit with mixing as well. They produced a song called Fish Cakes. I love fish cakes, and that was sort of like used in my artwork. I don't know why fish cakes, but I liked it when I was a kid. Liked them, and still do.